Hello everyone, today we're going to take a look at the Kamen Rider Denno Action Pose 2 Gashapon Cell, and much like the other Kamen Rider little statue things, you know what I'm going to do if you saw that video, but you know, before I rip them apart, rip their heads off, I'm just going to show you them instead. Of course, they're Gashapon, so they probably come in little 8 things, but if you buy them online, the seller will probably have them taken out of all the little eggshell things to save on position space. You don't really need them anyway. Wrap them up in bubble wrap and put them in this little sort of bag, which I've seen all these from Hong Kong sellers and also Hong Kong shops where they get the whole set in a little bag and you buy them as a set. But for this one, in case you're collecting, be careful, mindful that sometimes it doesn't bother me too much, but this one only came with one of the sheets, like information sheets that come with it. So the whole set is okay, but if some people are trying to collect it, they might want each figure to have their own things that come with it. So you know, ask the seller before you buy them on eBay. I got this for about £5 10 postage from Hong Kong to UK, and I bid 99 cents, so 63 pence. No one else bid on it, so I got it for about £5 73 pence for 7 figures, which is not bad. So anyway, there's the little sheet. I'm gonna zoom in onto it. Plate with a little stick to pose them up in the air. So I'm going to cut these all open and assemble a few of them from the camera so you can have a look. So here we are. Let's start with the Denno sort of basic form. As you can see here, it is an action pose type of thing, so you can actually move some of the joints, although you know, it's not like an action figure, you can't move them that smoothly, but the option's there, so you assemble them, they all go in like pegs. His hand's holding his card holder. Maybe I should zoom in a bit more. And then another peg for his torso and his waist. This one's really tight. And his head. They're somewhat looking down because of this card slotting thing, I guess. So, and then you peg in this leg. The legs don't have much movement, so it's mostly in the hand. The other hand, you can see here, it's got this little white dot there, so I'm gonna use. I say move, not really. I mean, yeah, and then all this hand falls out. Great. Slot that in. He's supposed to look a bit awkward, I guess, like in the show when first time he transformed. He is a bit awkward. Not sure which leg this pegs on. That doesn't seem right. Not pegging in that leg. There we go. He's like, "Ooh, what's this? Some sort of card." Ooh. Okay, let's see if I can zoom in and actually focus on this bloody thing. If anyone's thinking of getting a Canon 5D HDSLR, it's great. It takes great photos, but my god, the depth of field is just horrible. You get a different lens for it. So there you go. Here's the Denno sort of base form. As soon as you finish it, you'll notice that it's actually much smaller than your average Kamen Rider sort of detailed figure. I mean, this thing, it looks exactly the same kind of stuff. It's very detailed actually. You can see that. You see the little belt there. Everything's there. This little card holder, all's there. The helmet's detailed. All the pattern and molding is right. There's a little bit on the back, not too much, because you know it's not too much on this form anyway. And you know, if you look at it online, which I did, I thought it was sort of the same thing, but no, it is much smaller. So, and it also has this little sort of clear block thing, which you'd think would be sort of same kind of figures, but again, it's not. So, for my purpose of cutting off the heads and making Lego heads, these heads are fine. If anything, these heads fit the Lego figure even better for this proportion, and for the sake of making it into Lego anyway, it won't do too much difference. I can still use them in the same thing, just some heads will be slightly bigger. That's fine. But if you're collecting these things and you want them all to be the same size, be careful that they are actually the same size. So let's go on to the next one. So the next one is going with Zonos. Again, he's got movable sort of arm joints and movable sort of arm bends as well. Both hands, this one. So he's got more actiony poses. Again, the leg is more of a solid one piece. You can't do anything with the leg. So slot that in. Get his leg in the stand. Am I doing it right? Wow, that is a really bad molding stand. That's just horrible. We can't even stand straight on this. And that's not me, I'm following the pattern, so you know, the leg's in the right spot. Ah, that's horrible. Anyway, slot the torso in again. Torso's really tight. And then the head goes in. It's really tight, this one as well. I could just only barely go in. Okay, and here's the sword, which the little hands on the sword as well. So when I mod this for Lego, I'm gonna have to sort of cut the hand off it. And as you can see, the weapon's not really painted. So that's something you wanna notice. And of course, during shipping, it got a bit bent, which is annoying. Probably the seller's fault, or wrapping it either too tight maybe. Well, there he is. You can see, he can't even bloody stand. So what's the point of this bloody stand? Get in there. So for the purpose of the review, this one's horrible. Is he bent? No, his leg doesn't seem bent. That's better. The weapon's slightly bent. You can look at the head, it's got that nice clear plastic, just like on the bigger ones. There's not really any compound eye there, it's just clear plastic. However, I think that's just that particular, yeah, all of them from this set, their eyes are just clear plastic, which is good enough for Lego. I'm not bothered too much. So that's him. Horrible stank, ugh. Let's look at this other form. I'm just going to zoom out a bit because I might get him out of the shot. And also it's easier to focus when you zoom out and not get everything bloody blurry. The camera is from the university, so HD video is great, but I might switch back to my other camera for other purposes. Anyway, so again, the legs, just one piece. Again, there's a lot of detail printed on this. If anything, it's the same leg pose, that can't be good. The same sort of block on the bottom. Slot that in. Oh, this one's much better. Must be something wrong with this one. Again, his part of his hand is molded on the gun. This gun is a little bit painted with gold tips in the end. Slot it in there. The belt does have a different colour. This one's red, then a slight green to it. Again, you can move his hand here on the joint and shoulder joint. This shoulder joint can open, turn, his head can turn again. His head feels really loose. It's sort of like a bit wobbly as well. My god, it's 2 pegs. That's just weird. Why do you need 2 pegs? And 1 peg's enough for the head, neck joint. So stick the hand in. My god, this is really tight. But you know, tight's not a bad thing for these things because you know you want to keep them steady and not falling apart if you have them on display. If I can just get his hand up. Oh great, his hand can't even reach the gun. I can't even, you know, make him hold the gun like he would. So that's the best I can post him for now. No, that'll do. Bad leg. So as you can see from these two, although they're quite detailed, yeah, they're hard to display. But if you have a lot of them, I guess they're fine. So that's those two done out the way. Just a quick look on the belt. There's a lot of detail molding on it. Focus, zoom, please focus. There we go. You see there, it's a lot of detail, a lot of molding, It's not just paint. There's a little bit of green on it. Back, everything's there. So detail is on these plastics, and they're painted nicely, just like they would look in the show. So for something cheap, quite cheap, they're okay. But it just feels a bit annoying, you know. After the quality of these bigger ones, which these are really great if all you want is a little statue, which I don't want. But for this size, they're okay. I guess they're about the same worth if you get those cheap sort of Kamen action figures that you need to sort of stick stickers and paint them. So these two out the way, I'll get on to the other Denno forms. And moving on to the Den liner form, you will notice the plastic feels a lot different. Due to the shiny nature of the suit, I guess, the plastic itself feels a lot more plastic than the other sort of matte finish plastics. And if you see here, the weapons are here. Let's look at them in a moment. And you also notice that the belt buckle isn't as detailed. It's not been painted, it's just red. So you might want to get a little, if you're good at it, you might want to paint the inside a little bit more to make it look more like the show. So that's kind of disappointing. I mean, all the other ones have it, it's just this one. The Climax form also has the same issue, so if they can paint the other ones quite detailed, why can't they do these ones as well? So anyway, slot the torso in, just like the, oh god, oh god, this is tight. I'm not turning that thing, but there's the torso. The torso itself is not bad, it's all painted right. Oh, might be a bit off on the line. And on the back again, not too much detail, it's just a bit red. I'll get the arms in. Again, the left hand is fully movable, the arms, but again, the hand is connected to the weapon itself. You see the shoulder blade panel is actually a different plastic to the arm. So maybe I can actually remove this from the arm and use it. Maybe. So get that in there, and this one's really tight. Again, tight's not necessarily a bad thing, because like I say, you do want these things to stay together after you put them on display. For some reason the head's always a bit loose, so that's the figure. And of course get the sword in his arm. So that's him. Oh god, it's tight to get in, but this right arm falls out easily. I forgot how to. You got this shield there, which you can either hold or slot into the gun, like in the show. So anyway, there's the sword. Turn the focus again. Of course, there's the shield. There's a peg right here, and it slots in nicely. This one doesn't fall out easily, so that's good. So this one has a bit. The joint's not too tight, so his arm can easily fall down after a while. So there's the one of the Den liner forms. The helmet's really nice. It's all molded and sculpted and painted there. All the faces here are, painted nicely. Although I think the eye should have a little orange there. So, I might go in and paint a little bit of it myself. And of course the sword's not painted, which is always annoying. It's like they get half of it right and then get the other half wrong. So that's one of the deadliner forms. Moving on to the next one, which also has the weapon. So if you buy the whole set, you get, two of these weapons, which is always neat to have more weapons. There's the other deadliner form, due to them being similar. I assemble it off camera. And this one's horrible. Okay, I mean, first of all, look at the picture on the little leaflet. He's still standing up, looking up. Yeah. And look at him. Well, he's not really looking up, is he? I mean, that's not even the angle of the camera. He's looking down at the floor. And, this weapon's pointing at the floor pretty much. Okay, I'll point it up, but then, the pose doesn't really let him do his stand too well. Maybe he's on the bent plastic? Who knows? I'll get him. That's better, but that's just two deadliner forms. Again, both of them have the same head, same torsos pretty much. The details on them are, half there. It's just the belt buckle and the blade not having any painting, which shouldn't be too hard to paint. And like I said, these ones feel more plasticky due to the shiny nature.
Climax form.
And lastly, we have the Climax form. Alright, so with the Climax form again, the neck joint is in sort of two-piece plastic. I just don't get it. I guess it makes molding easier. It's the only reason why they would do such a thing. So there's like go in. That piece is quite loose. Actually, that's the thing. You can swap these around with the other Climax form for the different poses. With, it's rider kick kind of thing. But anyway, let's not do that now. Get him there. This time the torso joins the other way around. I think I might be getting some of this out of camera. Oh, what is that? Okay, so yeah. Yeah. To me, one of his arms shorter than the other one, but anyway, that's him. Again, he's looking really down at the floor. Is he supposed to do that? The sake of posing is not that good. No, I guess he looks up a little bit, it's okay. So there he is. Again, the head is fine. No colouring on the belt buckle. His other hand's looks a bit shorter than the other for some reason. So there he is. There's the back. It's all there, sort of. Focus. These things are really small. It's hard for this camera to focus. I'll be taking some photos, like detailed photos, and posting them on the Facebook page later. So that's one of them. Of course, with the other one, it's a rider kick. So you have this little stand right here. You put this peg in, which, wow, it's actually quite stiff. And of course, you have. It's not a butt plug. It's a back plug, like so. So the other plug, which is going in. As far as it'll go. So that's that, and let's put these two pieces in. Oh my god, this is a pain in the ass. assembling these is less fun than it looks, and you know, when you complain a lot. So there he is, and like I said, because all these joints are the same, so you could swap them around with the different poses. Um, Again, he's just detailed enough to look good, but if you look closer, you'll find bits here and there missing. Again, I think his arms look a bit weird, but that's just me. So that's all of them, and overall, when you got all of them, they look quite nice, on display in the distance, but don't look too close. Details start to go fade away when you look closer. I mean, I can't complain too much for whatever I paid for them. £5.73 for 7 pieces, which is not bad at all. However, if you pay them for full price, you might be a bit disappointed, possibly. Because apart from the slight missing of detail, they lead you to think they might be related to these ones, which I should have done more research, but again, it's hard for me to research these things because I don't speak Japanese, and these are all Japanese products, and people on eBay, sometimes they don't even put any information. All they do is, here's a picture. You get what you see. It's bloody annoying. I mean, this guy had a little centimeter thing how tall each figure is, so it's okay. I should have measured it on the screen before I purchased it. But like I said, these head size is fine for what I want to do and cut them up into Lego bits. Um, which I still haven't thrown away the bodies of these ones yet because it's kind of waste, but I don't know what to do with it. So again, if you have any use for the bodies for these bigger figures, let me know. You can have them. And another thing I complain is that sometimes the plastic isn't that great. It's an action pose, but you can't really, you still can't play with them. They're still display purposes only. You can change their stance a little bit so seem fresh after a while, which is better than just a still statue. You move a little bit and make them do a little bit more. Like I don't know what he's doing there. It's like masturbating something. um, but something like this one and this one, they just can't pose too well. He can't even hold his own gun, and then this one, his hand looks like it's a bit too small. I don't know if that's me, but it's just bugging me. So aside from that, they're cheap, they're great. Like statues, they're great. So yeah, I'll post more pictures, and of course, as soon as I make the Lego bits out of them, you'll see that in the rest of the video, which won't be now because I only have Lego pieces. So God knows when I'll post this video, but I'll post it. So if anything, have a look at the links below and check out my Facebook website and shopping site for Lego related stuff. And have a nice day. So hopefully I'll jump cut right now to the Lego bits. So it's been a while, and as you can see here, here's the head removed and there's the Lego figure. As you can see here, it's a good size. It's alright. It's fine. And because of cheapness of action plus figures, I do consider getting more other action plus figures to depending on what riders I need. It's a good option to make Lego figures out of them. So here's the demo platform, and yeah, that's that. Um, for comparison, here's the demo figure, the Ultimate Solid 4. Obviously, right next to each other, you can see that there's big size difference. However, that looks okay there. You know. And that head is supposed to be bigger because it's got the red thing on top. So, yeah, put this to the side. Um, there's, Climax form. Because even though it doesn't have the compound eyes, it's still clear plastic, so it does look alright. It's not bad. Um, yeah, just for information, I'm using vinyl, printable vinyl to use it. I have painted the hand silver as well, so that's good. And with then vinyl form. cuts the shoulder pads off as well. Use some really fucking hands. Doesn't feel too solid, so I might try to sort that out again later. I also painted the back of the shoulder pads with the rest of the color because on the actual thing there's only just red on the back, which is kind of annoying. And I sort of repainted the sword as well. And he can hold it. Be fine to make a video at some point. It does look a bit ridiculous, the side of it, but hey, it's like it's things look out of proportion anyway sometimes. And put him in the back. Is Zeronos. This sword that's way too big for him, but again, it's kind of free. And a zero form. Mistake was a bit messed up there. Oh, big gun. Yes, he is holding the gun. So yeah. So check out my website and Facebook and all that. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. See you guys soon. You guys see, here's my little Kamen Lego display stand. I do intend to make the non. As this thing goes along, it gets bigger and bigger. This is just made out of like basic square bricks and basic 2x4 flat pieces, and it's really solid if you do it in sort of a four-sided pyramid shape. So yeah, see you guys next time.
クライマックスだ。覚悟しなよ。決めたれ。家臣ども行くぞ。